No, the same way your boss talks to you, it's okay for your man to speak to you like that too, because he's giving you direction. He's protecting you. He has to guide you. You need some guidance in a relationship because he is your protector.
I just feel like we spend more time with our partner than we do with our boss. Like, depending how many hours you work a week and everything, you just tolerate that for the moment because that's where your bread's coming from.
So basically, it's all about the income then.
It's the money. I don't want a man to support me with money-wise. Like, I want it my own self. Like, I get my own stuff, cool. You're just kind of like a plus. Like, this is what I want.
Yeah, but then basically this just means that your soul is for sale.
No.
Yeah, it does. I'll explain. This just means that you are for sale. We actually wouldn't want the girl to protect us because we are her protector. Then we give another scenario on would you want a man if he cheated on you for it to be sexually or financially. Both of you ladies explain financially, right? Our answers, we don't care about the finances. We wouldn't want her to cheat on us sexually. Mm-hmm. So therefore, this creates a imbalance between roles in a relationships, right? Meaning that you are looking from the man, you're looking for the man to protect and provide for you. Right? We're not looking for the woman to protect and provide for us. So therefore, there's a hierarchy.
We just want that box intact and loyal and ready for us. We don't want another dude able to get inside the box or whatnot. When it comes down to money, that's something that women require more from men. We're not looking for that for women. Now, we will appreciate a woman that wants to invest in us financially or whatnot, but that's not our first urge.
Real quick, things aren't equal in the relationship, even when it boils down to what we expect from the opposite sex.
Yeah.
So when we go back to the boss, no, the same way your boss talks to you, it's okay for your man to speak to you like that too, because he's giving you direction. He's protecting you. He has to give you direction and give you orders and things like that. I'm saying orders, you may not like the word, but he has to guide you. You need some guidance in a relationship because he is your protector. Yeah. And actually, you expect him to protect you. And if he doesn't protect you, I can paint any scenario where your husband truly isn't being your protector, you would feel some type of way.
And he's not guiding you in a condescending way, because I know women think negative as soon as they hear stuff like that. So it's not condescending. It's just like, babe, please don't wear that because whatever.
No.
Usually it's always like that. I'm going to be honest. A lot of women, they always say when guys want to tell you certain things, they're trying to control you. They nasty about it. I do not believe that to be true because most guys try and acquiesce to a woman's feelings, especially early on in the relationship. Now, if y'all done been together for a long time, y'all might talk to each other a little greasy. But in the beginning, I don't want to hear all that. He's being controlled and this and that. No, that man trying to protect you from yourself.
Not even that.
But he
can say, take that off. I don't want you wearing that. Just like your boss would say, send those emails now. You're late on those emails. I need those 20 emails done now.
Yeah.
Listen, baby girl, I need those dishes cleaned now. I need you to take off them clothes. I need you to be home at, giving direction. Listen, if you can submit to a boss that you're not having sex with, you're not opening up your legs to your boss is not digging in there at all. But your man, the one you will spread open your legs with, that he's digging in there, he can't say, yeah, take that off. I don't want you wearing that. Without you saying, ew, I don't like you talking to me like that. Make sense?
But the thing is the fact that I'm so happy that you said it because there's so many expectations. As a male, you're expected to be the provider and stuff like that because of how you're raised. You're raised in the whole aspect of like, oh, you're going to be the head of household one day. You're going to be the provider. You're going to be the protector.
There's many.
So, wait,
No, because most men, we have to get it out the mud. We don't get anything. I don't think that most women understand that men have to fight for that right to be a head of a household, a leader. Because guess what? Men have to compete. So they're going to be competing with other men, whether it be their siblings, other family members, or the outside men of the world. There is no just, oh, you're a man, you get this title. See, that's the difference between men and women. See, y'all get y'all value equally. All men still want to sleep with majority, all of y'all. But guess what? Us, though, we got to become something to acquire y'all. So it's a completely different game that we play.
Go ahead. You can finish your point.
So when you're out in public, you're not expecting your girl to go fight and whatever the case is, because of what you are trained growing up being the provider, the protector. So of course you wouldn't expect that.
Got it. So you're saying that there's
you also wouldn't expect, or you would prefer your partner to run through finances over sleeping with somebody because it's an emotional thing. Females are more emotional. They're emotion based. So now if they're sleeping with somebody else, then now that opens up a whole different avenue because of the fact that females are more emotional.
Well, no, it's not that the emotional part is that we don't, when it comes to sex, we don't want our woman submitting to another man. Exactly. Our woman only supposed to submit to us. Mm-hmm. That's the main thing. Just like if hypothetically, if me and you are in a relationship, you are submitting to me. Mm-hmm. I have more authority than your boss. Yeah. Truthfully be told, the most ultimate form of submission is sex for a woman. There's not another form of submission other than that. You're literally giving your body and your will to someone, right? Now, yeah, your boss is you're gonna work hours and your boss is gonna pay you a wage, but that is not the most ultimate form of submission. Yeah, you are submitting some of your time and things like that, labor, but that's not you spreading your legs and peer bonding with another individual like you having sex with your man, right? It's much different. So what I'm essentially saying here is, I get your point. You're saying that, well, there's social pressures in society. This is why men were basically nurtured to protect the woman, and the woman was nurtured to do this for the man or have these expectations. It actually has nothing to,
no, the thing about it is women think that this is learned behavior, the things that we do. See, that's what I hate. Like, as we've gotten so advanced in society and we think it's science and all this stuff, a lot of this stuff is just biological urges that we just naturally do. We can't control them. But they'll think, no, you were raised to do that. You were taught to do that. No, some things you can teach somebody and some things you just can't. And a lot of the things that usually men and women just naturally do, it's not taught.
Say a little bit of social pressures have to do with it, but not really. We can get rid of all social pressures, and even if we just look back thousands of years ago, women's, from a biological perspective, they still always expect the man to protect and provide, like hunter and gatherers in the hunter and gatherer days. You know what I'm saying? So it has really nothing to do with these social pressures, and we were raised to protect the woman and things like that. Yeah, we were, but it's because our biological differences. Does that make sense? Like that men and women are different from a biological level.
On a biological level, absolutely. Yeah. But again, that's also perspective.
I'm going to be honest. I'm normally against anybody getting their hairline pushed back. Anybody. That's egregious work, definitely for a guy. But Becky, I think the hairline need to be pushed back just a tad bit. Just something about it just seems just too close.
Well, what perspective?
Respectfully.
Again, well, let me go back a little bit because you seem to go on a bit of a tangent, so sometimes I have to go back. But I feel like a lot of things that you said made a lot of sense. Yeah. I'm giving you all the credit where credit's due. But I feel like at the end of the day, when it comes down to the topic of my boss and how he speaks to me compared to my partner and stuff, my partner would have more respect for me to be able to speak to me not as an object, but as a person who has feelings, and not have this whole power trip of, oh, I'm alpha, you're going to speak to me.
Not a power trip. Do you not think that your boss respects you when he's giving you direction?
Not always. It depends on what type of field you're in. It depends on the type of person, because sometimes people can have the title and then have that power struggle in which they don't care about their employees.
Wrong, because if you got a boss, this man probably scared about being too aggressive with you, because he's going to go to HR and possibly lose his job. So I would say it's the opposite.
If we're being honest, right, we got to be honest here. When there's a boss and employee relationship, the boss is still mindful how he's speaking to the employees. I think all people consider how they are speaking. That's always a consideration. And even in a relationship, the man and a woman, they both consider it, right? Yeah. But the difference is this. You will tolerate your boss speaking to you in a crazy way or maybe in a firm and a stern way, but you won't tolerate that from your man, and that's the issue.
That's scary.
That's the issue there, right? Because truthfully, I think that if we're being honest, y'all bosses ain't really talking to you crazy like that. Maybe if you had some bad bosses in the past, but generally speaking, the boss knows, like, okay, in order for me to all leaders know, in order for them to be a good leader, they must actually, one, be that example, but not only that, they must, cater
to the feelings.
Act in a way where people actually respect them and want to actually follow their lead, right?
Yeah.
But the thing is that the difference that you would tolerate and you would deal with your boss speaking firm and stern, and you would listen, you wouldn't argue, you wouldn't complain with your boss. But when your man speaks firm with you, y'all get emotional. Oh, don't speak to me like that. I get upset, and you want to try to, control the man's speech and tone police him. And all I'm saying is the man is actually at a higher place than your boss, and you tolerate less from your man than you do with your boss.
It scares me sometimes in relationships. I'm gonna be honest, I feel like women really want to dominate their man in all forms and fashions. Like, let me say the modern woman, not all women, but a lot of the times they want to control and change you into something that they ultimately not even gonna like. Like, they turn you into what they like. Yeah, I want you to be more emotional, be more vulnerable. I want you to say this and say that. And later on, this man do too much of it. He just too emotional. He says too much. So that's why it's hard for us to really follow and listen to y'all, because we know it's going to be a detriment to ourselves. So we got to be very careful on how we lose ourselves in the midst of the relationship, trying to listen and cater to your feelings. Because one day you might want an assertive man, the next day you might want an emotional man, but now you turn me into the emotional one, but you don't want him really. So it's scary.
That's an assumption, yeah.
I just feel like,
generally speaking,
I just feel like we spend more time with our partner than we do with our boss. Like, depending how many hours you work a week and everything, you just tolerate that for the moment because that's where your bread's coming from. But like with your man, like, you're doing this literally like all the time. So you got to deal with it. We get on their nerves too. It's the same thing. Like,
you know what, that actually, if time is the measurement of tolerance or intolerance, I would actually say the more time you spend with someone, the more you should be tolerant, not intolerant. The less time you spend with someone, you should be intolerant. I don't really know you like this. I haven't really spent that much time with you and really got to know you like this, so I'm going to be intolerant of your behavior. But if it's a man that you're in a relationship, you spend so much time with them, you should actually be tolerant. You should actually have more tolerance for your man than for your boss.
I understand what Cooley's saying. It sounds good, but it's not right. Because if you with somebody all the time, you're going to get tired of them because you experience their traits 24/7. That's why I think men and women should have some times forms of separation. The heart grows fonder in absence. So
I just think you shouldn't have to tolerate a relationship. Like,
but
you shouldn't have to.
But you tolerate your boss?
Because they're paying me. My man ain't paying me.
So then it's all about so basically it's all about the income then.
It's the money. But I don't expect my man, I don't want a man to support me with money wise. Like, I want it my own self. Like, I get my own stuff, cool. You're just kind of like a plus. Like, this is what I want.
Yeah, but then basically this just means that your soul is for sale.
No.
Yeah, it does.
To a degree, it is, because you're literally willing to follow someone else just because of the money. And you say you don't want to earn it from your guy. I mean, you don't want him to have even more control. You're afraid of your guy controlling you, opposed to your company or your boss.
Explain. This just means that you are for sale. If it depends for you to tolerate certain things, and for if your behaviors depend on finances, meaning that, well, I'll get in line if someone's paying me, I'll act this way if someone's paying me, then you are for sale. Your soul is for sale, right? Why can't your soul be for love? Your man, you're in a relationship, you're submitting to him. I think that love should supersede, finances. Don't you think? Like, y'all women, y'all supposed to be all lovey.
Yeah, so basically
all loving, right?
We love a man. Like, if I had a man, I love him. But my job, though, we don't always love our job. It's just we got to financially have something. We got to pay our rent, pay our phone bill. If we have kids, we got to make sure we have money for the kids. It's just a different environment. Like, we tolerate this with our man, but with work, like, it's not even tolerate with the man, because I know I said that we shouldn't have to tolerate a
this
man. I feel like it comes down to tolerating, like if you're dealing with someone that's like abusive or
Who chose that?
Brian, can you throw me the open water over there?
Hold on real quick, because this is scary. This is telling that guys need to make sure we stay on our purpose, our passion, make sure we take care of ourselves, and make sure we have boundaries with ourselves. Because if we don't, the woman policy might lead you into a situation for the future that you did not sign up for. Because as you already saw what she said, she stated that money's the main thing that keeps her going or whatnot. That's where her soul is going to lie at. She's with a man because she wants to be with a man. But when it comes to putting those two together, she can't put them together. And she don't want to conflate the two of them. So that I'm going to separate you to make sure you don't have too much control, but I'll still listen and bend the wheel to whoever's paying me. But I'm not going to give you too much control. That is really scary. And I think that's why a lot of guys don't want to get into relationships, because we starting to see how the true nature of y'all come out in the world of equality now, because y'all get to do the same things we're doing. So we're seeing that. Becky?
like abusive or cheating.
I got it.
That's tolerating somebody.
Look at you, Butterfingers.
He threw it like a chick.
What I say.
This nigga threw the water.
The
Nigga,
throw
my
was short.
daughter throw better than you.
I ain't gonna lie, the throw was short.
Okay, Ease, you want to give some input on this?
But in terms of like who you should listen to more, the reason why we say that, I'm not saying don't listen to your boss, but you got to remember at your job you're replaceable. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
So like your boss will fire you tomorrow, and doesn't matter how well you did at their job.
How many hours you worked?
Doesn't matter how much money you made them. Like, you could be gone tomorrow and they'll hire the next best thing. You know what I'm saying? Where your man, he's not only your man, but he's taking care of you, protects you. I'm pretty sure if you're sick or you need help with money-wise, he's going to be there for you. You know what I'm saying?
And vice versa.
So, like, pretty much your man is going to be way more loyal than your boss, because you're not saying that your man can't leave you, but...
Yeah, they can.
I know they can't. Anybody can leave anybody. But your man is gonna be there when you're sick and you need help with.
But it's not just the man that's gonna do that. It's vice versa. We can do the same.
Correct. But like, your boss only likes you because of what you're doing for him to make money. As soon as you stop doing that, you're out of there. It's
Exactly.
on to Wilma now.
So why would I stop doing that though?
But
Yeah, but your boss, not your boss, your boyfriend is with you just because he likes your essence. He appreciates you outside of the money that you're making or anything. He just like you because of who you are. But guess what? You probably with your guy for outside reasons of just who he is. Because if he stopped trying to actually take care of you or whatnot, or actually do the things that you want him to do, you wouldn't like him anymore. But guys just like, that's why men are the real romantics. We are. We're the Disney fairy tale. We're the guy in the Disney fairy tale story that just wants the damsel or the princess. We really want y'all because we just want y'all for the stupidest reasons. But it's not like that with y'all, man. That's why we were really sold a lie.
But think about it. Like he just said, he made a perfect point. Your boss is only there for you because he needs you to make the money for him. Your man isn't with you for finances or anything. He's with you for love.
Right.
This is what I'm saying. That is your soul is for sale. Your soul can be purchased.
Damn.
Maybe. It's just work though. It's just work
Damn.
though. We're doing what we can to provide for what
you
we
bit
have.
the bullet. I mean, that's all I wanted to hear. And I see the chat say Cooley takes the long road to make his point. I can make it fast. I want the ladies to think. And I'm asking questions and I think they all came around. If I would have just,
I
made my
agree.
point real fast, they would have been like, they probably wouldn't have understand. But I picked them apart logically. That's all I did. But anyways,
Perspective.
you wanted to say something look like, right, on this or no?
No, honestly, I probably lost my train of thought.
Oh, okay.
Something that you said, but I can't remember.
Something that he said?
Yeah.
Was it on?
I think I might end it right there because they kind of already conceded to the whole appreciating the boss situation more than the boyfriend. Ladies, we love y'all. I ain't gonna lie. We still wanna be with y'all. We want to be in a happy relationship still. But this is why us as guys, though, it's hard for us to always listen to everything. And Becky with the close hairline, she showed the true nature of a lot of y'all on how y'all think. But the thing about it is, Now with your emotions being the forefront of how you pick, that can also be somewhat dangerous, especially if you don't have good guys around you. It's cool if you got good guys around you, you know, because those guys will tell you like, man, this dude might be on some bull crap. But I'm really going on a tangent right now, speaking on just how the emotions of females sometimes can put us places that we possibly don't need to be. And we got to be very careful, especially when you are a guy of a certain status or have like a purpose and a passion or whatnot. You just want to make sure you get with the right type of female. That's going to help, you know, marinate those skill sets and those, you know, those great characteristics you have to grow them, help you grow them into something a little bit better. Instead of one that's going to kind of like tear you down or not listen to you or belittle you or treat you like crap, because how you get treated at home sometimes reflects how you are in your day-to-day life. You know, if you get treated well at home, you'll probably go out into the world and you'll probably be able to exude a better personality, better spirit, especially if she's like pushing you to say, hey, yeah, man, make sure you know you assertive at work. Make sure you take care of business, baby. You the guy of my dreams or whatnot. It'll be a whole lot better situation. But if you're getting like, you can't get no, you know, if you're getting belittled at home, you probably gonna get belittled at work. I know a guy who was getting belittled at home and it reflected at work. And he was in a leadership position, but he was still getting belittled in his leadership position. It was crazy. So it does happen. But is she soulless or not? I want to know y'all thoughts and opinions on this, because to each his own. Some people might agree with what she's saying, to where, you know, you definitely listen to your boss. I mean, I think that just comes with the contract that you sign when you work somewhere. Of course, you're going to do that. But you have another contract with the guy that you're with at home. And another thing, too, what these women also, I hate when they do this. They always think that when guys tell women to do something, that we going to be met with like this controlling nature and we just going to be so nasty about it and mean about it. It normally don't happen like that. Guys try and tiptoe around y'all emotions to make sure that we still treating y'all sweet, especially if y'all something that we like. If we really like y'all, that's why you need to get with a guy that like you more than you like him. Because if you getting with the guys that you like more, I mean, you like more, they might not tiptoe around your emotions. But if you get with the guy that really likes you, man, that dude ain't gonna say nothing. The dog gonna piss you off or turn you off, because he know if he out, he don't want to lose you. So I don't understand all this. He just said these things that was so bad to me. It just doesn't make sense to me. It doesn't. I'm being honest, man. I've been around a lot of women, a lot of men, and I don't see that. But it's going to depend on the dynamic that you in. If you batting outside your league, hey, if you want to be treated a little bit better, get with the guy who has a little bit better emotional intelligence. He might not be the best looking, might not be the flyest, but he might have great moral character. He might have a good work ethic because he know he got to get it. Nobody gonna give it to him. But a lot of times chicks don't go off of that. I hate to say it, we are very physical creatures, so we always go off the first look first. But for women, we all know that the first look don't always matter as much, because if that was the case, like Becky over here, she wouldn't be led so much by the money. So we know money and power and status plays a big part in things as well. So just choose wisely, y'all. I'll have this link in the description. Y'all can watch it in its entirety. Make sure y'all like this video, comment below. This is your guy JayBReacts, and until next time, y'all. Peace.